Hey there, before this reaction begins, please make sure to head over to roosterteeth.com to check out the official release. These episodes aren't going to be uploaded to YouTube, so if you want to watch this episode now, it's currently up there free for everyone. Don't need an account, don't need to be a first member. So head on over there, watch the video, come back here, watch the reaction. Thanks. Hello everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Red vs Blue, Season 16, Episode 12, Docudrama. Now, the description for this one reads: the Reds and Blues reunite behind the scenes of Jack's movie production. Griff attempts to wrangle cats. So I imagine it's going to be kind of Jack's documenting them coming back together, and there's going to be, you know, I don't really know. Docudrama is like that kind of like fake reality show kind of style stuff in it, I think it's what like a docudrama is. Where it's like documenting stuff, but it's all like played up. Either way, last episode we had, what did we have last episode? I can't even remember. Oh, we had Atlas being weird, and Tucker and Griff got the sword for some reason. We had the bit with Sister and Tucker, you know, her just berating him. So, you know, it was alright, but either way, just kind of want to get into this. Griff attempts to wrangle cats as well. Didn't read that bit. That's kind of what he was talking about in like episode 2, isn't it? I don't know. Either way, let's just get into it, shall we? Well, I say that. We've got, this is episode 12. Apparently, from what I heard, there's only 15 episodes this season. Right? The last episode is going to be fairly long, but still 15 episodes. That means we're like pretty close to the end, or coming close. So I'm expecting these next couple episodes to be really like building up to the finale, because at the minute we've kind of just plateaued. And if it was going to be a 21 episode season, that was kind of fine, you know, we'd have been mid season, but we're practically at the end at this point, so it's a bit weird. But either way, yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? Bloody aspect ratio. Alright, let's just restart. Oh, is this going to be Jack's filming the scenes with, like, Carolina and Wash when they were on the beach or whatever?
Take off your suit.
At least animation looks better than it did back then.
Oh, I want to be in you like an AI.
Jesus, dare I even ask?
Jax wanted more sex appeal in the movie.
Oh, shit, yeah. Let me get in on this.
And cut! Another amazing take. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Moving on!
Do they actually do they have to have a guy there with a helmet on?
On the car wash lovemaking vignette. A unit is shooting Grimmins next. B unit proceeds straight to the highway chase.
Dang it.
Hey, Kaikana, when did you get here?
Just showed up with Tucker and Griff. Come on.
Why is it all filmed like... Oh, it's all filmed like a docudrama, I suppose.
No way! Yeah, dude.
Except the cameraman was drunk.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna need your help coming up with some more sword puns. Mine are getting a bit dull.
I hope I can cut it. Hey, the great reunion! Minnie, you're on wides, Greggy, you're on tight 50s. You missed a fucking word and you swim home.
Oh, what's this now?
It's just the documentary crew here to film my meteoric rise to superstardom. Movies within movies. We're getting meta.
Right. So.
You guys are doing a beach episode without me?
What do you want, Donut?
They get
You're
the
here
beach
to try
episode
and
before
stop us.
Ruby.
Not at all. I'm here to help. Everyone, there's something I need to get off my chest.
Save it.
No, guys. I'm super duper sorry. This whole sticky mess, it's on me. All over me. I've screwed each and every one of you deep with no protection. Now,
This is like The Office.
Pull out before we're all truly boned. Now on, nothing comes before my friends. They come first, and they come second, they come third, they come fourth.
Get it.
Yeah, let's say yeah, let's get on with it.
What's that plan of yours?
Me and Tucker and Sister have been talking to some folks, and these folks have been saying that all of our time traveling is bad. They want to meet about it and convince us to stop.
Who are these people you're talking to?
Not people, aliens. Let's call them aliens.
They're God.
Yeah.
What?
We leave you alone for 5 minutes and you piss off God?
Godsa. There's a
Yeah,
shit ton.
plural.
It doesn't matter what they are, okay? Or how many. They want to tell us what's actually
This style is
going on,
pissing me
and
off,
I think
honestly.
we should hear them out.
So, first we meet Griff,
Yeah.
and Griff sets up a meeting with the gods. And then at that meeting, we set up this meeting, which is all about setting up another meeting. Fuck everything about this. I'm supposed to be on vacation. Great! Everyone knows what's going on now. Can we go?
Absolutely not. Tell the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost to shove it. Red team will not forfeit tactical superiority over the past. God can take my magic.
Oh, I thought that was
gun.
Simmons then. Why is he so
Take two.
dark?
God can take my magic gun when he pries it from my cold dead fingers.
I had a feeling Sarge was going to be a stick in the mud. Time
Dexter
for a new
Griff,
tactic.
rocket expert.
Lie. No one's asking you to give up your time machine, Sarge, okay? Of course you can keep it. They just want to chat.
These beings you're talking about.
Christ, why is it? What is like this?
Touch them.
I trust one of them. Huggins saved my
Like,
life.
just 'cause it's
She
handheld.
vouches for the rest.
Fun fact, Huggins is a sentient lens flare.
This is finally making sense. Anywho, they can't hurt us. We all have some kind of shield against their magic.
Why?
Cuz we're unwilling agents of some all-powerful time god.
Last time I was an agent, at least I got dental.
God can't kill you. That's full coverage.
What if they found a way around this shield?
Honestly, this is the best I've felt in ages. Hanging out with the guys again, in way over our
Oh,
heads.
is he not got the filter
What I
on or
was made
something?
for.
Sounds weird.
What if this is some sort of trap? Get us all together in one place?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's a trap.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
how
Probably
do you
is, isn't it?
know?
I got a sixth sense for when someone's lying to get in my pants. And they ain't setting it off.
So, Griff, these god beings are saying that time travel is bad.
Yeah, it does damage to the timelines or whatever.
Bad for the timelines, but not bad for us.
What are you saying?
I'm just trying to figure out if time travel is some sort of monkey's paw that's always gonna blow up in our faces.
Huggins said so.
But can we prove that's true? I say we test the idea.
Don't you have better things to do? Don't we have better things to do?
If we're going to meet these gods, the more intelligence we have, the better.
I propose that I create a unified timeline of all your time travels. We look at that big picture, and we will learn the truth.
Jax is so smart. He's talented. He's funny. The way he
Cohen
sees the
Wooter,
world,
wow.
his vision, his voice. I feel so privileged being in the presence of the man.
Again. This time, like you mean it.
Jax is so smart.
So all we need are interviews with everybody.
pretty funny.
It'll take no time. We'll squeeze it in right before we shoot the giant mech sequence.
Screen time, you say? Count me in.
I'll go get my resume. So, of course, Sarge decided to
Assistant
use the time machine to
To
fix
the
it,
red
but
team
that didn't
manager.
work.
Oh.
Next thing I know, I got JFK brains on my visor.
Interesting.
Yes, thank you for having me. Yes. My greatest obstacles and challenges for me to overcome are definitely babies, gravity, taxes, and Chinese finger traps.
Then I tried to convince Caesar to invent pizza. You know, since he's a foodie with that salad and all. Didn't go great though. Knives were exchanged.
On one hand, Krobo saved my life, and he's treated me with more respect than the Reds and Blues ever have. But on the other hand, the Reds and Blues are, well, they are.
Yeah, they're there.
Huh. I actually think the other hand is empty.
Yes. Here I see myself in 10 years. Yes. Well, I definitely would not be
Still in-
shocked
still
at
in the
any sort
trap,
of
yeah.
Eastern appendage experiments.
All right. Here's what I
that
got,
was quite
everyone.
good.
The final verdict. Time travel has backfired every
It's
time
gonna be
that
like
it was used to fix
squiggles
a
everywhere.
personal mistake, to repair pride, embarrassment, the loss of something valuable. However,
What,
that
of
doesn't
one
mean that
penny.
time travel is some monkey's paw, some thing that will always backfire. Case in point, I've been using Sarge's time machine for weeks with no negative consequences.
What?
Time travel isn't good or bad. Now, in terms of our unified timeline... Ah! Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Is it a big dick, is it?
What? You've drawn
Yeah.
a dick, dude. Mine's bigger. No, it's a science.
Your science looks like
Is
a one-eyed
time the
trouser
circle?
snake.
Great.
Question.
Now that we've gotten all that out, it's time we stop spinning our wheels. I, for one, vote we go meet with the gods and talk this through.
If Griff thinks it's a good idea, I'm in. Ugh, can't believe I just said that without sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear back about a job, but, yeah, okay.
I still have questions. Mainly, what does any of this have to do with finding church? What? His distress call. The
Oh,
help me
gosh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi message? That's the whole reason we're here. What do gods have to do with church?
That was a different thing.
He's kidding.
Did that just pattern in on
Right, Wash?
Sarge and
Just
Simmons folk, or was that
Pointing
just
out
weird
how
colour?
absurd this is.
Right.
Now, as for me, I've been using the time machine to recast all the major roles of the Red vs. Blue movie.
Well, pal, I hope you brought your wallet, because rent in hell gets paid in advance. I tell you, I got no respect at all.
Bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi,
The
Griff.
last time, I'm not Griff, man. I'm the dude.
Bow chicka wow bow. One more time. Bow chicka bow bow. What is it? What's the line? Feed it to me.
Brilliant, and unlike everyone else, it hasn't backfired one iota.
Hey, Jax! I just got off the phone with the studio. They took a look at the new casting, and they killed the funding. We're done. I'm free.
Whatever. If they've cut the funding, we'll just raise the money ourselves. I happen to know some people with a time machine. Oh, fuck!
It has been many
Pretty
eons
cool.
since mortals were allowed audience here, on Starseed, the seat of the cosmic powers. I, King Atlas Arcadium
Hey,
Rex.
guys! Yeah, can I borrow your time machine? Oh, nice water fixtures.
Contact!
Everyone, calm down.
If he's dead, it'll be a lot of people's favourite
I
episode.
think they knew him.
That mortal idiot interrupted me. I'm sorry I smited your mortal idiot friend.
No harm, no foul.
That was my primary weapon. Don't look at it.
This is God.
Yes, Atlas is the king of the cosmic powers. I am Kali Rama, his queen.
You're married?
Whoa, wait a second. Didn't you call her your sister?
Yeah, I
earlier?
was thinking that.
Yes?
So,
Yeah.
which is it? Sister or wife?
Yes.
Gross! This is some Game of Thrones shit.
I'm Gankins with a G.
I love posting spoilers on YouTube.
At the end of the next one, the pink guy steals the hammer.
I am Burnstorm, master builder of the gods.
What? I'm King Tucker, breaker of headboards.
I'm Simmons, wizard of science.
And I am Simmons. I'm not Simmons.
I am Sarge, lord of the Twin Flag.
And I'm, come back to me.
I'm Kakaina, and I like to party.
Aw, Dexter Griff, he who must not be messed with.
Yeah, boy!
So Bugs.
Me llamo Lopez.
I'm Carolina, and this is Wash. Now, to matters at hand.
Spoil sport. Good one percolating.
How about you start at the beginning?
The beginning.
The beginning of time.
Very well. The very beginning.
Alright, fair enough. So, at least it was Jenkins, with a G, Jenkins, or whatever he said. You know, it's not relevant in any way, but it's quite nice that it's a real thing. Yeah, the whole camera thingy got old very quickly. Didn't really have much to do with a docudrama, to be fair. It's just a lot of, like, for no real reason. I feel like there's a bit too much focus on, like, the whole movie aspect of it. Like, I think it was fine as, like, a little joke initially, and, like, that was kind of what Jax was up to. But it's like, now it feels like there's way too much focus on it. Even, like, after the Reds and Blues leave, you know, we're still there with Jax, and then we get a whole bit of, like, him pulling different people in through time. And it's like, I don't think it's necessary. I think a lot of people kind of call out as, like, self-insert. And I mean, I think, like, Jax probably is, but it's not really a problem. It hasn't been a problem for me before. But I think there is when it was a bit apparent for me that it was kind of like, you know, it wasn't necessary. It was just because it was something that he wanted Jax to do, and so he did it. And it's like, it's really, like I say, there's only 15 episodes this season. This is episode 12. We've got 3 episodes left to kind of wrap it up, and it feels like we're not building to any climax that's known about, you know. In other seasons, whereas you'll get into the end, you know that there's going to be a peak and then a resolution. At the minute, it's kind of just like, here we've gone to the gods, but we don't really know what they're doing. We can't expect or predict anything of what's going to happen, you know. It's just them going to, but the next episode, I suppose they're going to get told about kind of what the start of the universe and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, there was some funny jokes in this one, but again, it just feels like at this point, if it is going to be 15 episodes, at this point in the season, it feels like we're just kind of wasting time. You know, I feel like a lot of stuff in this could have just not been, or it could have just been shorter on what they did do, and then focused on kind of other stuff. Like, I think the whole joke, like the first joke, obviously, is the kind of Wash Carolina, like, sex scene kind of deal that Jax is shooting. Just, like, overly, like, I can't even think of the word. I don't know. It's just too much. It's, like, too much, but they only focus on it for, like, I don't know, what, 30 seconds or something? So it works, you know, it's, like, short, sweet, it's funny, and then they move on. You know, they don't sit on it for too long, but like the whole kind of docudrama main bit, I think they could have perhaps not filmed all of that like that, or just had like little bits. Obviously, they had the little interludes of like cutting back to the talking heads kind of deal, and they did that last season, and I thought it was fine then, and it kind of works here, especially just in this episode. But they don't really say anything necessary in them, you know. I say, yeah, I do actually kind of have a problem then, because it's not. They don't need to do that. You know, there's nothing about this season where this episode makes sense to have a docudrama, you know. Like last season when they had the talking heads and stuff, it was because Jax and Dylan were kind of interviewing them, and as they went along, trying to get stuff for the story, you know, it made sense. Whereas here, they've just done it because they wanted to do it, you know. And there's really no reason for it. This should have been a fairly, you know, weighty reunion of them all getting back together and finally, like, figuring out what's going on and telling each other what's going on. Donut seems to have completely ignored Krovos, you know, from last episode, or last two episodes ago, whatever, you know, when he spoke to him, to the god, you know. He seems to have he's agreeing with the Reds and Blues now, even though there was no real reason for him to flip, you know. Particularly if he was far gone to believe Krovos initially, I don't know why he suddenly flip-flopped. But yeah, it was just a pretty weird episode anyway. The whole bit with Jax writing on the board, I mean, it was all for a dick joke, but it was really not worth it. You know, it really wasn't. Nothing came from it, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think this might be one of my least favourite episodes, possibly, just because there's so much in it that just seems like milling about. I know a lot of people had a kind of problem with the last episode, and I had problems with it, definitely, but I don't think it was dreadful. But yeah, I feel like this one was very wasted. You know, 10-minute episode, and like, yeah, so a little bit annoying. I mean, I am enjoying this season, and certainly a lot more than a lot of people are, I think. But yeah, it's undoubtable that there's problems with it. So, and I'll probably discuss them once the season wraps, you know, and I'll go back and talk about stuff in more detail. But for now, yeah, I think this is probably one of my least favourites, at least for a while. But yeah, other than that, I hope you have enjoyed the reaction either way. I've been Eproth, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.